It's there. It's there. Things are now dividing, dividing, families are dividing, and it has huge implications. And there is also, on the other side, there is also new research coming out, which is really asking some very interesting questions about those people who have gone down the irreversible gene therapy, right? And so a few months ago, we spoke that there may come a time where people begin to panic. And I think that may not be that far away, right? As more and more information begins to come out, I mean, there was a really interesting piece of research that's just been published yesterday, which is now saying that those people who have had this irreversible gene therapy, some, not all, but some of them are experiencing symptoms that you would have if you had cancer. And what they found is that it switches off those genes. So it gives men and women, which are related to breast cancer. So it's just a recent piece of research. It's very, very new, good piece of science, right? Now, imagine how people may feel realizing that the media, the officials, the medics have all contributed to coercing people into taking this stuff. How do you think that will make people feel? Panic, but also anger. So don't be surprised as more and more information comes out that people do really begin to look at those individuals who've been promoting this stuff as responsible or irresponsible in taking the action that they took because they hadn't done enough research. They didn't know what they were talking about. So that division is coming. It's here now. There are pros and posts. Those who believe, those who don't believe. Those who think the masks are good, those who think they're not. Those who think the irreversible intervention's good, those who say it's not. So we are now medically split. Soon we will be genetically split. So if you've taken something that alters your DNA, and it does alter your DNA, it doesn't matter who says what, that's what mRNA stands for, messenger ribonucleic acid. So it is a template within the body that allows modification of what your body can make and not make. It's like a blueprint. So it's a modification of your genetic process. So those who will have it will be genetically different from those people who don't have it. Then there is more information coming out that it may be that this thing also works like an STD, right? A sexual transmissible disease, that it's passed on. That creates all new questions, right? So the same timeline that we had during the AIDS crisis seems to be coming through again. Yeah, so you can see how many challenges we as a humanity now have to deal with on an everyday level. And so this month we thought, you know what, people need hope. People need to take control of their sovereignty and their dignity and demonstrate that you can actually help this transition. So I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just making that theme a little bit stronger for you. So on the 21st, we now have an event that we're putting together, and the event will be taking place from different parts of the world. We've got some amazing people from different areas in the world who have agreed to participate. Anything that you can do, anything that you can contribute to, a dance, a song, a burning a candle, I don't know, pulling the daffodils up and running around naked. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Whatever you think is going to, your celebration of that day, of saying that it's your intention and your knowledge, where you want to take it. And you want to take it where life is easier, people that need help are given help, and all this oppression becomes clear to those who can't see it, right? And we can't blame people for not seeing what's in front of them. Some people may see and say, well, you know what, you are a conspiracy theorist, or you have some kind of a psychotic mental disorder that makes you see things in a particular way. Maybe you're paranoid. But the reality of the situation is that the irreversible intervention has a bigger death rate than the disease it's trying to cure. Yeah. So bearing the context that we're in, the context of all this separation going back, we're trying to plant something within this distressing moment, something that gives everyone the ability and the power, the capability of being wanting to do something to move this energy forward, right? So that's the process, and I hope everyone can join in, and I'm looking forward. So we've got African drumming, we've got Sufi dancing, we've got indigenous rituals, we've got prayers, we've got redemption song, we've got Bob Marley's redemption song. So many things. Emancipate yourself from your mental slavery, and that's where we're at. We're in a mental slave place. We are enslaved in a way of thinking, and we need to emancipate ourselves. We need to move out of it, so we can see clearly what's here to offer. So the good news is, March onwards, more light, more dirt. Yeah, that's the key. More light there is, the more dirt you see. So now, as spring, equinox, when the day and the night are the same length, after this, more light. And as more light comes in, more information comes forward, more truth is revealed, more understanding comes to our mind, anger rises. Anger will rise, irrespective. And I'm not afraid to say this, that something that has not been tested to be given to children and to be given to young people, particularly women, that is known to affect fertility, I think it's a crime against humanity. Nothing less than that. And it is sad to see how much people tend to be living in a mental construct, a worldview that is totally manufactured. That's totally manufactured by social media, by censorship, by the news channels. It's if you hear the same thing, you believe the same thing. That's it. And it traps you in that, and you can't see anything else. It's like living in a culture. If a Maasai or someone from the Kalahari Bushman came to Coventry, they think, oh man, you guys don't know how to live, because it's a different worldview. And if we went there and we'd say, why haven't you got any clothes on? Right? You don't know how to live. So different worldview, and we live in it. But there's a huge group of people that are completely embedded in it and can't seem to come out. This is the people. Most of these individuals tend to be fear orientated. They're very afraid. They're afraid that they will die. They've been told that they're going to die so often that they fail to realize they are going to die one day. Right? You can't run away from it. Not just that, but someone telling you you're going to die is like, you remember that little chicken? They used to go around saying the sky is falling. Yeah. It's a bit like that. The sky is falling. You're going to die. So really important. Meditation is absolutely critical to keep out of this mental traffic. Just keep out of it. So how do we, now we're a year into this, aren't we? We've been doing this for a year now. We're a year into this. So unless there is a deliberate and a conscious decision, you know what, I want life to be a bit different than this. and to take the action, commit yourself to it, nothing's going to change. So the best way to change things is to change yourself, get involved in things that are there, that are creative, that nourish you, that allow you to feel grounded. People who are afraid, introduce them to things that make you less afraid, right? So we can only as human beings be of value to the universe if we are constructive in that. And so all that stuff we've been doing over the last year has been a preparation, really. And where we are going now is really the kind of, I would say, the second phase. And there's two more phases maybe after this. But things are starting to change. And we'll leave it at that. And all I want you to take away from today's session is what you can do and contribute to bringing some of that positive energy into this world. Yeah? Daffodils and all. Yeah, and I don't want the Daffodil Society writing to me, how dare you be, encourage people to be mean to daffodils. No, I don't. So I think that's really what I want to end on today in terms of the splits going on. And so don't try and get involved in this bit or that bit. Step back. Right? Step back. It's going to happen. Right? Doesn't matter which side you're on, just don't engage in the general dynamic of it, because it's not worth it now, right? It's just too far gone. So let it split, know that it is splitting, know that the split has consequences. These consequences may be to do with, like, for example, one of my colleagues was saying to me that there's a hotel where only people who've had the intervention are allowed in the sun lounge. Those who haven't aren't. Right? So this is just something I was told on Sunday. I don't know how true it is. But the point is, we don't want vaccination apartheid. No one wants that. No one wants that, you know what, because your genes are different from mine, that I can't do this. Back in the bad old days, we want no blacks, Irish or dogs. Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't that long ago. Yeah. South Africa, apartheid, Nelson Mandela. We know what South Africa, anyone who's been to Rhodesia, South Africa, knows how hard that is. This is passports, all this, it's apartheid. Nothing else. It's medical apartheid. And it has to be called that. Because I don't want to be part of any apartheid. I don't want to be part of something that oppresses humanity. And I think no one does. No decent human being does. Obviously, the power-hungry ones, you know what they're like. But no decent human being wants to be, but needs to be called out for what it is. Right? If we can't do anything else, at least we call it for what it is. So division's taking place. Step back. It doesn't matter which side you support. Don't engage, as it'll just pull you into more conflict. Step out. Keep your practice. Develop your practice into more conflict. Step out. Keep your practice. Develop your practice. People's attitude begins to change with the media personalities, with officials, with medics, with the pharmaceuticals, as more information comes up. As soon as that's the tide's turn. That's it. Game over. Yeah. So not very far. Unfortunately, there are consequences as a result of these actions, but time will show us hopefully where we're at. So not to engage in any conflict, not to engage in anything like this, but to maintain a good practice, maintains your health, your well-being. It's critical, your spiritual self, whatever you consider that to be, connecting to that. The world, let it unfold as it needs to unfold. As we've always said to you, we are in auspicious times. We are in auspicious times. Because you can only catch a thief when they're doing the act of theft. And the same is true now. All this needs to happen in order for information and individuals to be exposed. How else are you going to know? How else are you going to know? How else are we going to know? So look at it as a good divine blessing that we're all in this together. And yes, life is a little bit shaky, but such is life. Can't do anything about it apart from sort yourself out. So, Anand, this place of non duality, is the place to be. That's it, is the place to be, rather than this two. But no, it's happening now, right now. Okay. All right. Meditation? Yeah, I guess so. All right. So today's meditation, did you like the smiling meditation last week? Yeah. Shall we do that, something similar to that today? Yeah. All right. Okay. So the smiling meditation it's like a Qigong meditation as well. Um, maybe we can do some Qigong sounds as well. Maybe we do two or three.
It'd be good to do the Qigong sounds before we take them into meditation.
Yeah. So there are 6 sounds in like Qigong practices that we can use to um, just vibration. It's vibration. It's kind of, let's call it frequency medicine. So we've had an experience before where a young lady walked in from, I think she was from London, with pancreatitis, if that's the right word. And we did a particular exercise just to do with sound, to do with the pancreas. And she got up and she started crying and saying, I've had this pain for I don't know how many years, and it seems to have just gone away. Right? So they can be really powerful. So there are 6 sounds, and we will use maybe 2, maybe 3 today. So the first sound is the sound of like a train. Okay, so the sound is choo. Do you want to try that? Choo. So you let the breath go out all the way. Choo. Okay, then the next sound is to do with the lungs, and that's like shh. Yeah. Shh. Okay, and the third sound that today I'm going to add is the sound for the heart. For the heart. And the sound for the heart we're going to use is the sound ha. So not from here, from here. Yeah, everyone ready? Yeah. So 3 sounds. So we'll go into a nice little space. We'll do that, and then we will go into our regular meditation. Okay. So as usual, if you just close your eyes, close your mouth, and bring your focus to your eyes in particular. Notice that they're closed, and this is the sign for you to become aware of your inner space. And as you breathe in, imagine that breath lights up your inner space. And by that, what do we mean? So notice your body. Notice the sense of your body. That's like the casing. And then notice the kind of thoughts you're having. And then notice how you feel within yourself. So just coming back to your heart. So that's your inner space. And now just to embed ourselves in this moment, grounding ourselves, we come back to the chair or the floor that we're sitting on. We allow our body to soften a little bit. We notice the sensations where the chair makes contact with our body. As you breathe in, bring your focus up towards your hips. As you breathe out, bring your focus to your thighs. Moving down to your lower legs. Down to your feet. And then the soles of your feet. Notice your back is straight and upright. And as you breathe in, bringing your focus to your lower back. Moving up towards your middle back. Next breath in, up towards your shoulder blades. From your shoulders, you can move down to your elbows. From your elbows, moving down to your wrists. Noticing the palms of your hands. Noticing the fingers. Bringing your focus to your face. Noticing your eyes and relaxing them. Moving to your mouth. Notice your tongue and soften it. Relaxing your face. And as you breathe in, come back to yourself. Bringing your focus now just beneath your nose. Sit with your breath for a short while. And in a few moments, we're going to start with our sounds. So gently begin to increase your in-breath. Slowly allowing the in-breath to become a bit longer. When you're ready, we're going to go with the first sound. And the sound is a sound like a train. We draw a slow, deep breath in. And the sound goes choo. And again. And again. Three more times. again. One more time. Coming back to your breath. And as the breath comes in, just take a note of what's going on in your body. How does the face feel? How does the body feel? Getting a note of your inner climate. Stay with your breath and stay with your inner space. Okay, we're going to start with the second sound. And the second sound was a sound like a radiator. So it's a sound that impacts the lungs. And you can think silver, sometimes that helps, or white that helps, to just bring that vibration. So as we're doing this, we bring our focus towards our lungs and see if we can notice what's going on there. So when you're ready, deep breath in. And again. And again. And again. Two more times. Once more. Coming back to your breath. Notice your breath. And then notice your inner climate. What seems to be happening within the body, if anything. How does the face feel? How does the chest feel? Okay, next one. So the next one is for the heart. And the sound is ha. Red can help if you imagine that. And your focus is towards the center of the chest as best as you can hold it. So when you're ready, and again. And again. again. Two more times. Once again. Coming back to your breath. We'll just sit with your breath now. Get a sense of anything that's happening within yourself. Notice how the face feels. And then coming to your breath. And just stay with your breath. See if you can notice a sensation in your nose where the breath comes in and touches, and as the breath goes out. Is there a fixed point in your body? Try and locate that. Stay with your breath. So breath is the vehicle we use to carry the energy. And the energy that we want to create now is the energy of joy, of love, of happiness. And one way of doing that is to bring someone or something that you care about and you love to your mind. And as you bring this object, this ritual, could be living, could be past, could be present, could be an animal, a pet. As you bring it to your mind, begin to notice the shift in energy. Perhaps a lightness that begins to become present in your head. As you begin to think, picture, recall that which you love. Once you begin to feel that warmth within yourself, see if you can draw that energy towards your eyes. So now your focus is at your eyes. And these eyes that have started working from the moment they were open, tirelessly, sitting in front of screens, pollution. And these tiny little eyes can see the whole universe, the stars, and right beside you the grain of salt. So bless these eyes, smile at them. Coming back to your breath. As you breathe in, imagine the energy that you created begins to follow your breath towards the heart. And around the third breath or so, your focus is now on the heart or the chest. And this heart of yours started beating when you were 6 weeks old, still in your mother. Hasn't stopped. And it has its own way of thinking, in its own way of feeling. It is where you live. It's your sacred space. It holds all that you love and all that you have lost. So smile at your heart. Sending that loving, positive warmth like you'd smile at a child. Now imagine as you're breathing in that from the center of your chest, this energy begins to split and move into the lungs, slowly filling your lungs. And with every breath in, you become more aware of your lungs, which develop around 25 weeks when you're in your mother. Functioning within and then functioning without. Dealing with all the pollution that's around. But still working. Allowing the body to consume oxygen and to remove carbon dioxide. See if you can smile at your lungs, thanking them. And now, using your breath, move your focus to the right side of your body, just beneath your rib cage. Just beneath your rib cage. And around the third or the fourth breath in, your focus now should be on the right side of your body, just below the rib cage. And here we have our liver with its 130,000 different reactions and chemical interactions, constantly purifying things, making the essential things, neutralizing every time we drink poison. So smile at your liver, thanking it. Using your breath to move that positive warmth in that part of the body. On your next breath, bring your focus now to the left side of your body. The spleen, the pancreas, essential for our functions. Dealing with all the sugar within our body. So once again, as you breathe in, moving your focus to that part of the body, and with the breath smiling towards that part of the body. Taking a moment to say thank you. And on your next breath in, move your focus to your lower back, your kidneys, on either side of your spine, between your middle back and your lower back, purifying your blood 24/7. Working without demanding. All we need to do is just give it the resources. Good food, good water. And again, with our next breath and smile, we smile at this part of the body. And just sit with your breath for a moment now. Now begin to follow your out breath all the way till the end. Following your out breath all the way till the end, allowing the breath to breathe by itself. Laser. When you get to the end of your breath, your out breath, notice a little gap before the in breath begins. When you're in that gap, notice how you feel. Allowing our out breath to take us all the way down into the stillness. Noticing the gap at the end of your out breath. Notice how you're breathing now. How does your breath feel? Does it feel light or does it feel heavy? Does it feel cool or does it feel warm? Does your breath have a sound? Is there a sound at the end of your breath? On your next breath out, open your awareness. On your next breath out, open your awareness. Begin to listen to the around you. Gently bringing your focus just beneath your nose, sitting with your breath. Next breath out, expanding your awareness to include your body. Begin to notice as the breath comes in, you can sense your body. As the breath goes out, you can sense your body. Notice that you're still on the same chair, same place. There are sensations in the body. You can sense your thighs all the way down to your feet. Your back is straight and upright. Shoulders, arms, hands are comfortable. Eyes are closed, mouth is closed, face is relaxed, and the breath flows by itself. As the breath comes in, you sense your body. As the breath goes out, you can sense your body. Breath comes in, your mind is calm. Breath goes out, your mind is. When you hear the next bell, use this bell to draw a few deep breaths in, and in your own good time, gently opening your eyes. Everyone back? Good. Thank you. Hope to see you soon. Be good. Also, my teachers who taught me the Qigong sounds. So one was a colleague of mine called Angie, who taught me the 6 sounds.